I'm going to give this just a couple of seconds to get a few of my subscribers to come in. Okay. Um, and we'll keep it really short. You know, we'll just do this as a short introduction to what we have coming later. And it also helps you guys get kind of a feel, you know, of how things will go when it comes to the camera. We'll just keep them off to the side. So, you know, we was talking about your reaction when you watched Chase Allen's, you know, the body cam footage of that,
Yeah.
you know, and, you know, this is coming, you know, you seen that after what happened with your brother,
Yes.
you know, did you see a correlation there?
Yeah, and I was very sad. I was emotional for that whole, like, instantaneously when they started. Just like the fact that he was so knowledgeable, and that I felt as though those officers should have been role models to him. And the moment being incredibly impressed with his knowledge. You know, they shouldn't have been so angered at him. It should have been something that they were impressed with, and they should have. This was a younger kid. He was younger, and you could tell. And I instantaneously feel like those were his. Should have been somebody he looked up to, and they should have shown him some type of respect for having the knowledge he did. And instead of doing that, they were angered and they abused him. And I saw that, and that's how I felt about it with Chase Allen. And with my brother, I feel like it was like almost the same thing, but more. And as it is the same because they're related. They said in the Chase Allen case that he was really well known to the police and the community, as is my brother Dylan was really well known with the Sandy police like our whole entire lives. Like literally our whole lives, we've been really well known, you know.
Right.
Like we've lived in Sandy, and I have 6 brothers, and I'm the only girl, and so we've kind of just been rambunctious family, and so as with Chase Allen's family, our family is really well known by the Sandy police, so it just feels really close to home, and I felt that with watching that footage. It was so, yeah, you know, you watched
Right,
it.
absolutely.
Anybody
So,
who's seen it.
let me, I got a few of my subscribers that have come on now, D Street Media, Bocomo, all you guys, we appreciate you guys joining us. We are here with Sybil and Lacey. They're the family of Dylan Murphy, who was gunned down by Sandy police just within a matter of weeks ago.
March
And
26th.
And so we're here with them today. We've reached out to them because we want to lend this family a little bit of aid and help them get some of the answers that they're seeking. Sybil, you know, you mentioned a little bit ago how things went down, and you don't believe that the media, that the news media is putting out the right story.
The right story is he murdered my son. On straight point blank, murdered my son. My son reaching out, and it's he got no help. He got no help at all. They completely just ended his life. And with no regard, nothing at all. They didn't even approach my son with any kind of help, and he needed help. He was reaching out, and then waiting to kill my son.
Lacey, you run an outreach program for people who are struggling. Tell me about that.
Trainwreck Incorporated, we come to people in a 24-hour crisis. Just my basic phone number. I just put it out there for people in our community, anywhere, anybody who knows me. And we offer services 24 hours a day for anybody who's scared to call the police and who just needs a safe ride out. A safe ride is all we really offer. And my brother was a part of that. And it just kind of hits really close to home because he didn't get any of those services. And maybe because we're so close to him.
And because he was on his way up to your house.
He was on his way up to my house.
Imagine that, on his way for help.
Yeah, he was walking up to me.
So I told Sybil and Lacey how I came upon this story. I was actually sitting in a parking lot listening to the scanner when I heard that this young man's mother was reaching out to the police, trying to get him some help, trying to get him possibly what they called pink slipped.
Yeah.
You know, you have a mom reaching out to her, to people who we believe are there to help, and they show up and they kill somebody.
Like they're practicing.
That's our welfare check today.
Yeah, with the lights off, they shoot 5 shots in the neighborhood.
So the main news media, they took the footage that you guys had of this happening, and they only released a small portion of it. And in that news media, it almost looks like the cop had been talking to him with his lights on, like he had engaged him. And what you're telling me is that the cop had actually fired his service revolver multiple times before he ever turned on his lights or anything like that.
He didn't even address my son. Right? He approached my son with a gun. Shot my son with a gun. He approached him with shooting him. He didn't approach him with any help, knowing full well he heard the call come through there that my son was in duress. He didn't approach my son. He shot my son. He shot my son 5 times.
Neighbors woke up to the gunshots and still had time to come record more. That's enough being said there. Like the neighbors that recorded the footage that we gave or that we have said that he was in a deep sleep and arose from his sleep hearing gunshots in fear, and then was able to get his phone, get to the window and record, and more gunshots were still being fired, and we got footage of about 3. Is that what it is on there, or 2?
There's 3 because the first two that woke the gentleman up is the first 2. So the last 3 shots that were fired, that's on film. He has on film. But you
So-
know, the cop, you see it, the officer's lights were not on at any time any of them shots were fired. His lights were not on until my other son was approaching me after everything.
So I do have a copy of this footage, folks, and I am going to release it a little bit later. We're going to put out some pictures of Dylan. We're going to let people know what's going on here. But what you're hearing here from the family is that the cell phone footage that was obtained is footage that came about after the first couple of shots were fired. So this man was asleep. He heard gunshots. He woke up, got his phone, started filming, and then witnessed another 3 shots. I don't understand. So
No lights on. No lights on the officer.
so let me ask you this question, because this is something that I've not seen in any of the police reports. Was your son armed?
No. He was completely unarmed, no phone, no nothing. He left out the back gate of my dad's house going eastbound up to my house. And we live about, maybe a mile away from one another. He was on his way to me with not even taking his phone, not taking anything with him, even his wallet. He left everything home and he was out the door with no weapon, nothing on him at all. And that's, ugh. And we found it all at home, so we know that's 100% fact. And he was...
So to those of you who are asking about the body cam footage, no, the Sandy City Police have released 0 amount of anything. I did get the official press release, which was sent to me by a detective. I'll be including that in my in the video we're going to release a little later. We only went live right now because I kind of wanted people to get an idea that we're going to be doing a series of videos with this family. We may get involved with Utah Defender and Utah Cop Watch and get with the family of Chase Allen, and we're going to go from there. But I just wanted to go live for a minute, guys, and give you guys an idea that, you know, there's a family that's suffering. They have questions. You know, the Sandy City Police are not answering any questions.
They say that if he aggressively came at them, there's no point you can see any aggression coming from my son. His aggression was gone. He was finally going to get some help.
What they said was kind of like this exactly. The officer said, well, things spun out of hand really quickly. That's how he said it. You know, he said from the moment that we made contact with, that the officer made contact with Dylan to him being shot was rapid, and there's no explanation for how it got out of hand so fast.
It's because he shot him. He didn't go for another approach. He shot him.
So I mean, there is an explanation.
Is that the cop killed my son and Melissa's this?
Like, he's gone now, and this is about more community members not having to feel the pain. And please be there for us. You know, we want to be there for others too.
You know, this family really does, they're going to need your support in a lot of ways. As we go forward with this, we're probably going to start some fundraisers for you guys. You know,
Yeah.
get some things to help you out with.
My little brother had 3 kids.
I just don't want anybody to have no mother, no sister, no father, no uncle, share the feel. God, there's nothing to explain. There's nothing you can bring my son back. But it was just wrong. It was all wrong. All of it. He was looking for help. And that's the help he got.
Do you think police should be responding to welfare checks?
No, not if that's how they respond to him. If they respond like that, then no, we don't want anything like that. I mean, they respond to an alligator with a lasso and a sedation thing, but they don't. My son didn't get that privilege. My son didn't get nothing.
Folks, this family's in a lot of pain, and I'm not going to keep this live stream going. We're going to go ahead and shut it down. I just wanted folks to know what's going on, that we are going to be working with this family, and we're going to try to get some things out. We're going to try to get to the bottom of this story. We're going to find out what happened. One way or another, we need to find out what happened. I know you guys out there can help us in that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I got one question for you before we go through. You mentioned that you got a good attorney on this case, and that he's put in the grammar requests and what have you. You guys mentioned that you're open to having some community support, you know, and I'm reaching out to the other channels in the area to come join us. You know, we're going to get together. Reach out to me. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Reach out to me. Let's put some things together for this family. We need to go visit the Sandy City Police Department. We need to ask them why they're not releasing any of the information that they've collected. We need to make sure this family's taken care of.
We're stronger together. I say.
Absolutely. So D Street, I appreciate it. I appreciate your support in this.
Thank you.
We're going to keep moving forward with this. I'm going to let you guys go now. I really did just want to kind of go live and put it out there and get this rolling. Please look forward to the live footage, or the footage of what happened that night as I release it, and we appreciate all of you. Until next time, y'all come back now, you hear?